Welcome back to Making Frugal Fun. Today I'm gonna go through a week of frugal meals with you, and that means 3 recipes. We're doubling each recipe so that we have leftovers the next night. That makes it super easy to stick to your meal plan. And then with this being Lent right now, on Friday nights, we've been having just frozen cheese pizza. You know, we can't have meat. So that is the plan for this week. Let's get into it. So today and tomorrow, we're gonna have barbecue pork tacos. This is a super easy recipe. Definitely one of our favorites. You make the pork in the crock pot. It takes about 3 to 4 hours. Pork cooks way faster in the crock pot than like chicken or beef or anything else. Usually like 3 to 4 hours on low or 2 to 3 hours on high. This is a great one if you're really bad about putting stuff in the crock pot early in the morning. You totally forget. You can still get this one on the table if you start it later in the day. Don't mind all of this. I am DIY renovating my kitchen right now, so there's like nowhere to even put the crock pot, but we're gonna do our best. I usually get like the little chunks, but I couldn't find that this week, so I got these. We'll see how they go. So basically, like, you're gonna cook it in the crock pot and then you'll just shred it up and pour barbecue sauce over it. So I just dump this in with the crock pot and some salt and just let it cook, and then once it's done, I'll add the barbecue sauce in. I think this is boneless. I hope it's boneless. I think it is boneless. Get some salt. I'm very open about the fact that I am not a chef, so I'm just like doing my best to get food on the table for less so that we can eat at home more. That is the whole point of my frugal meal planner and all the meals that we eat. Usually I get the boneless like chunks, but there's like a big bone in the middle of this. But hopefully once it's cooked in the crock pot, it's just gonna like fall off the bone and we're gonna have our pork tacos like we normally do. So there we go. And I'm just gonna cook 3 to 4 hours on low. Oh, okay. We'll go enjoy the rest of our Saturday while that is cooking. I'm just gonna get a big knife and cut this up really small so it'll be like perfect for tacos. I'm just gonna throw all of this back in the crock pot dish and pour in the barbecue. This is our favorite barbecue sauce. We use it pretty much anytime we need barbecue sauce. It's the honey sweet barbecue sauce from Kroger. It's super mild, so if you have family members that don't like spicy food, it is perfect. So I'm just gonna put like, I don't know, maybe like a cup of barbecue sauce just so that everything is nice and covered, but not like too much. Now we're just gonna grab a little bowl to make our apple slaw. You can use a chopped apple of any kind. We always have the gala apples, it's just what we have. So, you know, we're gonna use what we already have. Apple cider vinegar, lime juice, and sugar. And that makes like, it's like a super tart and it mixes with like the sweetness of the barbecue and it tastes really good. We're gonna do about a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar and a 1/4 cup of lime juice. Honestly, if I'm not like making a video, I usually just eyeball it and just like throw it in, but you can measure it more precisely if you're like newer to cooking. Do about a 1/4 of a cup. You know, lime juice that you get in the produce section. 1/3 cup of ACV. Boom. I know this might seem like a weird combo, but I promise it's super good and it's really good on the tacos. I don't know where my tablespoon is right now. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a 1/2 tablespoon too. Okay. We'll do 2 tablespoons of this. Kind of like let the apples soak everything in. When we are ready to serve, we're gonna serve on these white corn tortilla taco shells. This is what we eat our regular tacos on too, and they're really good. We usually serve with just a side of frozen corn. I love frozen vegetables because they're easy. Then I will cover and store the leftovers. There's just something very motivating about knowing that I don't have to cook tomorrow. Tonight we're making ranch chicken, and I have shared this recipe a lot because it's really easy and everybody likes it. It is kid friendly, picky eater friendly, and it's really quick and easy to make. I usually use chicken breasts, but I had chicken tenderloins already frozen in the freezer, so I was gonna make chicken tenders one night and never did. So we're gonna use what we have. I have 2 bowls, one for the breading, which is literally just ranch seasoning, breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese, and then one for milk. So you dip it in the milk, take the chicken, dip it in the seasoning, the milk, back in the seasoning, and put it on your sheet pan. We're gonna cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes on 425 in the oven. It's super easy. And for sides, I'm gonna put in the air fryer garlic roasted potatoes, and then we'll have some frozen broccoli, and that's it. Super easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's super easy. Exact measurements. I rarely do with this because I've made it so many times. Like a 1/4 cup. The whole packet of ranch seasoning, and about another 1/4 cup of Parmesan. We're gonna make sure it's cooked all the way through. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the bottom is nice and golden brown. So these are probably done, but let's check inside because I am super like crazy about chicken being cooked all the way through. Oh yeah. Because the baby was fussy, I did not get to put the potatoes and the broccoli in yet, so I'm gonna do that now and get all of that ready. I usually use red potatoes, but the red potatoes have not been very good lately at Kroger, so I might have to look somewhere else. But so I just peeled some little potatoes, and I'm gonna toss them in this bowl with some oil and garlic salt, and then I put them in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And it's great because like if I'm making something the kids will not eat, I can just throw chicken nuggets in with the potatoes while I'm cooking those, and then that's ready, and I'm like, okay, well, you can have this. We always do frozen vegetables, frozen corn, frozen broccoli. Sometimes I'll make like zucchini, and sometimes I'll make asparagus, but yeah, mostly easy. Another carb side would be like rice, just super easy frugal options. Here is the finished meal. Dish. Okay, tonight and tomorrow we're doing beef and beans skillet. So this is super easy. I put rice in the rice cooker before I went and dropped my son off at soccer practice, and now I'm just getting dinner going. So I'm just gonna put like 1 to 2 pounds of ground beef in the skillet, brown it, throw in some beans, garlic, salt, maybe a little tomato sauce. You could add onions, bell peppers, and all that good stuff, diced tomatoes. If you have really picky eaters like I do, I'm just going as basic as possible. Beef, beans, over rice, or probably next to rice, because you know when the food's mixed up, sometimes picky eaters are not down for that. One of my favorite kitchen tools for grinding up ground beef. You could also use ground turkey. I'm putting 2 pounds in here. We have 6 people in our family, so to have leftovers for tomorrow. Our meals have to be easy enough that we can do them with one hand. I'm just gonna drain the grease, and then I'll add the black beans. Grease collection hack I learned one time, I think on TikTok. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna pour in these beans. Like I said, I might need 2 cans. I turned this down to really low, and then I think I'm gonna add like a little bit of tomato sauce, maybe, and then cover it for just like 5-10 minutes. Gonna put some rice in the middle, and then put my bean and beef mixture on top. I forgot it's supposed to have corn too, but I forgot to get 2 bags of sweet corn, and we already devoured that earlier this week. So you could add that. You could add any other vegetables that you wanted to add. Like bell peppers, tomatoes, onions. Yeah. But that's it. It's super simple, but it's filling and it's cheap. I really hope you enjoyed this week of easy frugal meals and cooking along with us. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments so I can make more just like this, and make sure you're subscribed so I can see you in the next one. Do you like it? You're eating mine. You better sit down in your high chair, girl.